I walked this desert road with blood beneath my nails. The sun don't shine no mercy where the righteous always fail. They took from me the only light that kept my darkness still. Now I'm a shadow hunting shadows with a stone cold will. The preacher said forgiveness is the only holy way, but God ain't ever walked this dirt or felt this kind of grace. So I load the chambers quietly beneath the crescent moon, and pray the judgment comes for them, and pray it comes real soon. The Bible in my left hand, the pistol in my right, I'm asking which one saves a man who's lost to endless night. Heaven turned its back on me the moment that she fell. God's hand in my vengeance, I can feel it in my bones. Every step I take is guided down these lonesome roads. They say the Lord works mysteries. Well, here's one you can't deny. I'm the angel with a broken wing, come to watch the guilty die. God's hand in my vengeance, yeah, the reckoning is mine. I'll meet them at the crossroads where the dust and darkness align. I found their tracks out by the canyon where the buzzards circle low. Three men laughing like the devil don't already own their souls. They didn't see me coming through the sage and creosote, just a silhouette of justice with a heavy weathered coat. The first one begged for mercy, said he had a family waiting, but mercy died the night they left her body there still breaking. I pulled the trigger slow and watched the light leave from his eyes, and somewhere in the thunder I could hear the righteous cry. The second ran like coward, went across the barren plain, but running from your judgment only amplifies the pain. I chased him to the river where the cottonwoods grow thin, and baptized him in violence for the weight of all his sin. The third one's still out hiding in some town that don't know truth, but I got time and patience, got the fury of my youth. I'll find him when the moon is dark and conscience can't defend, and send him straight to hell to meet his two unholy friends. God, if you're listening, tell me this ain't wrong. Tell me that your justice and my rage both sing the same song. They stole the only heaven that I ever held as mine. So I became the reaper, and I'll walk that bleeding line. I know I'll burn for what I've done. I've made my peace with flame, but first I'll burn the wicked down and carve her holy name into every bullet, into every sleepless prayer, into the dirt that holds her bones, into the empty empty air. I am the hand of God tonight. I am the righteous storm. I am the vengeance that the Bible never could perform. The reckoning is coming, and it wears a human face. The Bible in my left hand, burning with the right. I've become the answer to my own unholy fight. Heaven closed its gates, so I'll make my hell complete. God's hand in my vengeance, I can feel it in my bones. Every step I take is guided down these lonesome roads. They say the Lord works mysteries. Well, here's one you can't deny. I'm the angel with a broken wing, come to watch the guilty die. God's hand in my vengeance, yeah, the reckoning is mine. I'll meet them at the crossroads where the dust and darkness align. I see her face in every shadow, hear her voice in every wind. And if redemption's just a story, then I'll live and die in sin. This gun is just a gospel, this road's my only church. God's hand in my vengeance, amen, for whatever that is worth. God's hand in my vengeance, I can feel it in my soul. Every scar I carry forward is the price of being whole. They say the Lord works mysteries, well, mine's written in the sand. I'm the last remaining witness, with the blood still on my hands. God's hand in my vengeance, yeah, the justice must be done. I'll meet them all in darkness where the moon replaces sun.
God's hand reached out in the dark of the night. It pulled me from the edge where my soul took flight. I lost everything, my peace, my faith, my soul. But he found me when the world let me go. The road was full of thorns, the way too much to bear. I walked aimlessly with no guide, no prayer. Vengeance burned within me, hatred took its toll. But in the darkest hour, God's light made me whole. I saw the devil in my eyes, he tried to take my soul. But God's hand pulled me out and made me whole. I fought for every piece, for every fragment of my life. Now I feel the weight of justice and it ends the strife. In pain, we found our way. In vengeance, redemption found. God's hand raised me up. Now I will not turn around. God's hand in my vengeance, guided my steps through pain and vengeance. In the darkness I found my truth. Vengeance is mine, but God's hand is my freedom too. Years marked me, fear still lingered inside, but forgiveness came with God's hand. And then I knew the tide, I'm no longer who I was. The devil lost me, vengeance is not mine. It's his, the one who set me free. With every step a weight was lifted, the pain was left behind. Now on the road of faith I find what was mine. I'm no longer the man who saw revenge. Now I'm the man who lived with hope, no longer on the edge. In pain we found our In vengeance, redemption found. God's hand raised me up. Now I will not turn around. God's hand in my vengeance, guiding my steps through pain and vengeance. In the darkness I found my truth. Vengeance is mine, but God's hand is my freedom too. The devil deceived me, led me down hell's road, but God's hand pulled me out, took me from suffering. I'm told now I see clearly what's right and what's wrong, and every mistake, every pain became a lesson all along. I looked to the sky and the darkness broke away. God's hand touched my face and peace found its way. The devil didn't win, though he won again. I'm a man God made, and now light is my friend. God's hand lifted me up, now I walk free. Vengeance is not mine, but God lives in me. I walk the road with a brand new sight. The devil can no longer deceive. He's lost the fight. In pain we found our way, in vengeance redemption found. God's hand raised me up. Now I will not turn around. God's hand in my vengeance, guiding my steps through pain and vengeance. In the darkness I found my truth. Vengeance is mine, but God's hand is my freedom too. God's hand raised me up, and evil fell away. Now in peace and light, my soul